Good morning, Scott. I'm Miss Jeffrey. How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. Um, what kind of things do you like about your grade 7 English?
I like when the teacher reads stories to us.
Mm-hmm.
I like when we brainstorm.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I like writing.
Okay. What are some things that you don't like about English?
I don't like reading out loud.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like writing long stories. I like short stories with
Okay.
simple words.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a lot of what your teacher had said, so that's why you're here today. I'm going to go through this test with you. Okay, so there's a lot of things that people like about this test. You're going to just answer the questions to the best of your ability. Okay, you're gonna find some of it really easy, and you might find some of it hard, and that's okay. Um, you're just gonna try your best. Okay. Do you have any questions before we start?
Does it affect my grade?
It doesn't affect your grade. No, it's just trying to find some ways that myself and your English teacher can help you in class.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to start here with some word identifications, okay? Okay. So what is this word?
Piecage.
Okay. And this word?
Eck.
Okay. And this one?
Azedment.
Okay. And this one?
Massey.
All right. How about this word?
Heavy.
What about this one?
Laugh.
What about this word?
Stange.
Okay. And this word?
Epert.
All right. What about, how about this one?
Find. Warm. Exit. Watch.
Good. Okay. So, I want you to read some words that are not real words. What is this word?
Bab.
Bad. Correct. Let's try the next one.
Op.
Okay, so just keep that in mind. What are these words?
Plip. Duds. We.
Okay.
Buffety. Voonip. Calf. Wem.
Okay.
Ajux.
This one.
Eng. Lape.
And this one.
Zedent.
Okay. I'm going to read you a part of a story, and I'm going to ask you a question. Chelsea found a spot next to the pool, set down her towel, and put on her goggles. Taking a handful of coins from her bag, she closed her eyes, threw the coins high in the air, and listened as they splashed in the water. For the rest of the afternoon, Chelsea pretended she was diving for sunken treasure. Why did Chelsea throw the coins in the water?
So she could jump in after them.
Miguel put a large bowl on the table and washed all the vegetables under cold water. Next he tore a bunch of green leaves into pieces and put them in the bowl. Then he sliced the rest of the vegetables and added them. Finally he picked up 2 large spoons and mixed everything together. He wiped his hands on a towel and called out, "It's ready." What is Miguel most likely making?
A salad.
The British sport of cricket is generally similar to American baseball. In both sports, each game is divided into innings during which one team bats while the other fields. One way these sports differ is in how long the games last. Unlike baseball, a cricket game can last from several hours to several days. What is one way the sports of cricket and baseball differ?
Cricket takes a lot longer to finish the game.
Okay. Sarah wakes up early every morning to deliver newspapers. Yesterday, Sarah's friend invited her to a late night concert. Even though Sarah really wanted to attend the concert, she had to tell her friend that she couldn't go. Why couldn't Sarah go to the concert?
Because she had plans.
Do you remember what her plans were?
No.
Okay. The last of the sunlight was fading behind the trees, and Jamar realized it would soon be dark. He continued along the trail, noticing that it split in 2 directions up ahead. Now that the daylight was nearly gone, he realized he was unsure about which direction he was heading in. He stopped to check his trail map again and found that his hands were shaking. "Stop it," he scolded himself silently. Jamar suddenly regretted not having taken a wilderness training class. Why did Jamar regret not having taken a wilderness training class?
Because he's lost in the woods in the dark.
Ever since kindergarten, Ling knew she loved to draw and paint. In her high school art classes, she discovered many types of materials she knew she couldn't afford using only her babysitting money. Lost in thought, Ling began petting her dog. Then she thought of several neighbors who had dogs and were often desperate to find a dog sitter. Suddenly she smiled and thought, "I'll start my own dog walking business." Why did Ling decide to start a dog walking business?
To make money.
What did she want to make money for?
To pay for her art supplies.
Okay. In 1960, Wilma Rudolph became the first American woman to win 3 gold medals at the Olympics. Despite this achievement, when Wilma was younger, she could barely walk due to a battle with polio. Although this was an unlikely start for a track and field superstar, Wilma rose above the physical challenges she faced growing up and became one of the most celebrated female athletes of her generation. Why is Wilma Rudolph's success so surprising?
Because that happened a long time ago.
The planet Jupiter features a large storm system that is more than 3 times the size of Earth. Called the Great Red Spot, this storm system has been compared to a large hurricane on Earth. However, the Great Red Spot has been raging for at least 400 years. This may be because, unlike many hurricanes, the storm system never passes over land and it is regularly fed by a heat source in the planet's interior. What can the Great Red Spot be compared to on Earth?
The sun.
More than 1 million years ago, nearly all of Italy was underwater. Recently, Italian researchers discovered a 4 million-year-old whale skeleton 6 miles inland from the Mediterranean Sea. How did a whale skeleton end up 6 miles inland?
The wind.
An icebreaker is a special type of ship that has used to clear frozen shipping lanes. Contrary to common belief, these ships don't push through the ice. Instead, the specially rounded, steel-strengthened hulls of the icebreakers allow these ships to rise on top of the ice and break it with their own weight. The ships also use very strong electric motors that have great power, even at slow speeds. When clearing shipping lanes, how do icebreakers break ice?
They plow through the ice.
Okay, and we'll do another one. Old houses can reveal a lot about the history and lives of the people who once lived there. People would often put ordinary objects behind walls or in unused chimneys. Shoes are commonly found, as well as keys, coins, and newspapers. The reason for hiding the objects aren't always clear, but it's always interesting to try and piece together the past. According to the passage, what can old houses help us learn about the past?
I don't know.